Good morning. Please join me in a prayer of thanks. Thanks for the time we've spent together on this hill, for the people of this place who have created a family, a home, a life of learning with that, soft, absorbent shoulder we all need from time to time, with that empathic ear willing to just listen and be, with barrels of laughter and scoops of generosity, with a brutal honesty seasoned with kindness, and with a love that melts vulnerability in its embrace. For this we give thanks. But today we also pray and hope for these graduates, that they open themselves to the magic and to the possibility of each day, that they find their own ways of nudging this world, this earth, toward a safer, more just, more peaceful, and sustainable home. And that they continue to nurture their friendships they've built with peers and adults on this campus and around the world. And finally, today we pray in celebration of what these seniors have accomplished, of reaching this finish line together, and of moving on to the next place. And so today, we pray in gratitude, we pray in hope, and in celebration. Enjoy this day. Amen. Amen.
Good morning, trustees, faculty, staff, alumni, students, parents, and friends. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 176th Commencement Exercises at Tilton School. The history of this occasion and the number of students and families who have been a part of our community since 1845 is tremendous. It is an honor to be a part of this tradition, to be a part of the Tilton family, and I hope you all sense this unique moment in our lives. I'd like to take a special moment to thank our trustees who represent extended family, former parents, and alumni that serve as the guardians of Tilton School through their love and appreciation for the Tilton experience. This commencement is about these soon-to-be alumni, but we would be remiss not to recognize those people who have made today possible. First, our Director of Facilities, Fred Heath, Brendan Dolan with Sage Dining, and Ms. DeVoe, our Director of Parent and Alumni Engagement, who organized today's event, and to Mrs. McCandless, the Dean of Teaching and Learning, who have all gone to extraordinary efforts to make today possible. They deserve our appreciation. Thank my colleagues who have committed themselves and their life's work to teenagers. Your efforts have shaped this school and these seniors. Your love and support and relentless work ethic has helped these graduates grow and now be prepared for the challenges ahead. I know their families appreciate your efforts, your time and dedication to their lives. Thank you. To the class of 22, you need to know that I am proud of each and every one of you. You have endured all of the craziness of the last few years, and this has shaped your character and the adults you are becoming. We have had a tremendous year in every respect. We even began this school year under a tent. For those of you who know, we didn't even have a dining hall at the beginning of this year, and that didn't hold us back. We brought music and the grills out and enjoyed our time together under this very tent in this very space. We welcomed the new school year, deeply committed to ourselves, driving forward to make this work. Your attitude and sense of humor helped guide us to make what could have been a struggle actually brought us together. We now have the Masiello Dining Commons complete with music and technology, which created a beautiful space for us to be together last night. This school year, we opened the Hamilton Family Pavilion in the back 40 and celebrated our annual color run. We celebrated at the gardens with the Masiello Terrace, and your class was the very first class to be in the Alumni Amphitheater this spring for one of the best school meetings we've had this year. In addition, we opened school with students leading from the front, taking action to shape this school year. I'm so grateful for the leadership of the Student Government Association and for Kai and Clem, our very own Batman and Robin, who committed their energy to help rebuild our community. We navigated nearly 200 cases of the flavor of the week of the month for COVID variants, and you took this in stride. And for the dozens of students that even moved in with me as you were recovering, those were some of my happiest nights on the Hill, including Ryan Melia baking chocolate chip cookies when I'd come home from work, and the Easter egg hunt with Sydney and Vivi. You also witnessed alumni and friends come together in an extraordinary way on an annual day of giving that raised nearly $1 million in celebration and respect for the support of faculty and staff here at Tilton. This was a record-breaking showing of appreciation that proved at Tilton the people make the place. You also witnessed historical gifts of support coming forward to initiate the renovation of Knowles Hall. This extraordinary project has been spoken about for decades, but only in this chapter of our history have the stars aligned to take flight. Most importantly, though, you took care of each other. Through the times that you were in the dorm together, the sing-alongs on the bus rides, and our ever colorful school meetings, and most recently, baccalaureate. As a community, we came together for the love and support of Kieran and her family after her accident. Those were some of the hardest days. What did you do? You raised funds to support her. You sent her care packages and countless cards. Kieran, I'm so happy you're here with us today. You've taught us so much about what it means to be courageous and how a positive mindset makes the impossible possible. There is so much more on the horizon for us to share as a community, and it's so special when people come together. See, the world needs places like Tilton, a place where students can come as they are to feel valued, understood, and appreciated, a place where grades are not meant to judge you, but rather to coach you, and a community of faculty and staff that are unapologetic in their belief in your potential. The young people of Tilton School have a great capacity to learn, lead, and to give back to their communities. Parents and families who have been supporting the graduates today, thank you. Thank you for trusting us to take care of your most important people in your life. Thank you for being with us today. I was never more thankful when I saw my own children cross this very stage. Class of 2022, we celebrate your graduation and transition from a Tilton graduate to a Tilton alum. I'd like to impart with you a small lesson that rests in the seal, in our very seal of Tilton School. It's a message in Latin that is embedded in the seal. The small phrase is in Latin, and it means, "How valuable is wisdom?" Graduates, as you move to your next chapter, Remember the gift of your experience at Tilton. When you make wise decisions, you keep your immediate needs in mind, along with holding the long-term perspectives. This is key in making choices that bring you joy. Wisdom also allows you to make better contributions to your community by balancing your needs and boundaries with those of others. This statement is not only embedded in our seal, but it also lies in the depth of our mission. Graduates, congratulations, and lead with love, honor, and your heart, and please stay forever Tilton true. I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Clément Labillois. Clem is a two-year student at Tilton. Clem is from Canada and came to Tilton to pursue his academic and athletic goals. As president, he has led the way with building community. He is the recipient of the Harvard Book Prize and the Burnham Advanced Science Prizes in 2021, the James Clemens Book Award in 2022, and most recently last night, the Class of 1965 Prize, which honored Clem for how he has led in a positive manner in school affairs, exhibiting consistency of concern for the welfare, the rights, and the needs of others. Please welcome Clem to the stage.
All right. So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about in this speech, and I was thinking, what has made my prep school experience so special? That's when my roommate Noah came in the room singing Me and My Broken Heart in an impressively loud fashion, and then it hit me. What makes this place so special is, yes, in part the school in itself, but it is most importantly the relationships you build when you're here. It is a time Liam Scanlan's hid ramen noodles under my bed, or the time Leo Piendas decided to put shaving cream all over her bathroom walls just because he felt like it. And I know it'll sound cliche, but it is true. Without our closest friends here, it is fair to say that our prep school experiences would have been way different. But not everyone realizes the value of friendships immediately. I know I may be perceived as the extrovert who's friends with like everyone, but I promise you that I wasn't always like this. So here's a little story that many of you may not know. I was in the 9th grade watching my school Springs talent show, and my grandpa and my dad were sitting together in the auditorium. I was sitting with my friends in the back, and all of a sudden I see my grandpa and my dad stand up and leave. I asked them after the show was over why they had left, and my grandpa said in the most French Canadian way, I was laughing so hard my lungs were hurting. I just had to stop laughing, and my dad and I laughed. That night, the pain he had felt in his lungs was cancer. I remember my dad telling me that he might have only had a few more months with us, and that was the scariest thing to accept. But what cancer did not know about my grandpa is that he's the strongest man I know. So I'm extremely happy to let you know that 4.5 years later, my grandpa is sitting here with all of you watching me graduating. Throughout this whole process, I haven't heard him complain once, and this strength is what I truly admire in him. He's the person I look up to the most, and is the one that kept me going through the hardest times. Grand-père, merci d'être qui tu es. Ne change jamais, n'arrête jamais de foncer. Je t'aime. While the news of my grandpa being sick was a tough pill to swallow, it is what made me realize the importance of the relationships and friendships we have in our lives. That realization helped me get through one of the toughest chapters in my life last year. About a year ago, I was in the lacrosse field for my 3rd practice ever, and Turner Sandbrook was playing tremendous defense as I was running towards him with full speed. I tried to cut towards the left, and the second after, I was on the ground in pain because I had just torn my ACL. The recovery time was nothing less than 9 to 12 months, so once again, I was pretty devastated. That meant I couldn't play my main and favorite sport, hockey, for my senior year. But I didn't give up. because I knew that the friends I had made here would make this whole year worth it, whether or not hockey was in my life. I knew I would still find a way to be happy and make the most out of my senior year. So that's what I did. I did some things I never thought I would do. I sang in a musical. I became the student body president. And to think that all of this happened in only 2 years seems crazy to me. So if there's one thing you can retain from my story, is that I really hope all of you can find those people in your life that are going to inspire and support you through the best and the worst. Because when the whole world seems to crumble on you, they're the ones that are going to be there and get that smile back on your face. Make sure you enjoy the ride while it lasts, because it leaves just as fast as it comes. So to all my friends that are sitting in front of me today, little did you know you've helped me in so many ways. A bigger shout out to the first people I met here, Kai, Noah. Us three have been through it all together. About a million quarantines, 2 hockey seasons, 1 musical with Kai, and a whole year living with Noah. That was painful. I will miss the 2 of you so much, and I really hope we stay in touch together for our whole lives. Love you guys. Another shout out to the hockey team this year. You guys are all beauties, and I will miss our post-game shenanigans. Love you all. So now more thank yous. So the first thank you goes to my mom, my dad. You 2 are just the best. You have been here for me literally the whole time, and I truly don't know where I would be without the 2 of you. I also want to add that my mom initially did not want me to play hockey, but hey mom, look where it led me. Not so bad sitting in a cold rink for a couple hours every weekend after all, huh? So love the 2 of you so much, and I can't thank you enough. My second thanks goes to my sisters. I know I'm annoying sometimes, but I promise it's out of love. You 2 made me a better man and are the funniest girls I know, sometimes. Love you 2. I also want to thank my family who's here today. Je vous aime tous tellement. Merci d'être avec moi pour vivre cette étape importante avec moi. My next thank you goes to my advisor and coach, Mr. Lacasse. Lacasse, you were here the second I stepped foot on campus and helped me through all of my challenges here. And I'm going to miss you, Lacasse. Thank you. Thank you to Coach McQuaid, who recruited me to Tilton. Without your trust and belief in me, I wouldn't be here talking to all of you. Gonna miss you, Coach. Thank you for everything. Thank you to Miss Saunders, my mom on campus. You were always here making sure I wasn't too overwhelmed with student government work and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Working with you was a pleasure, and I'm gonna miss you. Thank you for everything. One more thank you to the McCandlesses. We could have some honest conversations about anything and everything. I consider both of you friends, and I'm gonna miss you both. I wish Joe could have been here today with us, but anyways, thank you for everything. My last thank you goes to all my teachers, friends, and all of the staff that I've met here. I can't think of one person that have made my time here miserable. I'm grateful for all of you, and I'm going to miss every single one of you. Lastly, thank you, Tilton.
Next, we will hear from Sophie George. Sophie is a 4-year senior, legacy student, and Masiello Scholar from New Hampshire. At our prize night this year, Sophie was recognized for the Frederick M. Eaton Prize, which honors her scholastic standing and high moral character. She has also been the recipient of the Scott Selvin Award and the Tommy Merrill Award for her leadership, sportsmanship, and contributions to the Tilton community. Sophie and Torin are responsible for the new Tilton Stoles, honoring the experience of our 4-year students this year. Even though she is graduating, her legacy project will live on as a new celebration of our 4-year students to come. Thank you. Please welcome Sophie George.
What do you want to be when you grow up? For many of us, that question surfaced and is now resurfacing as we are about to graduate. Being young adults, most people are expecting us to now have answered this question. Most kids in 3rd grade answered this by saying they wanted to be famous, a doctor, or even a scientist. When I was in 3rd grade, I answered this question by saying I wanted to be a garbage man. Why, you might ask? I really wanted to ride on the back of a moving truck. At 7 years old, I thought the idea of hanging off a moving truck looked better than anything else in the world. My dreams have changed. What would be my dream now? Probably to learn how to drive and get my license. Yes, I know. How does a senior in high school not have her license? The answer is, I really don't know. But also, why wouldn't I love to have a chauffeur? Right, Mom? When people ask us these tough questions, it really is okay to say you don't know. Not knowing doesn't mean you aren't prepared, ready, or grown up. It just means you don't know. So when my parents ask me when I want to get my license to learn how to drive, I always just said I don't know. So when your parents ask you when you're going to move out of their house, you can all just say you don't know. And to the Bosworth family, Torrin is definitely never moving out. Embracing the unknown and having no idea what is going to happen next is okay. Some people love to plan out their life, but unfortunately that 5-year plan might not work out. The world is constantly changing, and sometimes it's faster than we even realize. Like, who thought that Kim and Kanye were going to break up? Not me. Everyone heard about Kim and Kanye, even my dad, who doesn't actually know that some of them are Kardashians and some of them are Jenners. But it's okay. All of us learn and still have a lot to learn. I have learned sometimes you have to take on life day by day. Being able to improvise, adapt, and overcome what life throws at you is an invaluable skill. Improvising, overcoming, or failure will always present learning opportunities in all our lives. Something I learned while being at Tilton is how to respond to the world when something gets thrown at me. About a year ago, I was playing in a basketball game in Pennsylvania, and a girl on the opposing team thought it would be a good idea to push me. She helped me tear my ACL and meniscus, but this injury forced me to embrace the unknown. I had 2 options. I could quit playing basketball and take it as a sign, or I could do great in physical therapy and come back stronger. I chose option 2. This entire experience of getting injured showed me how to respond. When the universe throws something at your way, be strong and fight for what you want. As Coach Briston would say, it's toughness. You have to do everything you can to recover and come back stronger. My family in Tilton really helped me along the way. Everyone here at Tilton showed me that I was more than just a basketball player, and I was part of much more. If there was any place I'd want to be without basketball, it would be here. Unlike a lot of schools, Tilton always made people feel welcome, and that's part of what makes it special. Since my freshman year, I felt like I fit into place here at Tilton. I had great friends, classes, and just a happy environment. Also, when everyone accepted my love for LeBron James, I knew I was in the right place. As I stand here today, there are so many emotions and thoughts running through my head. I can only imagine all of these thoughts and emotions are also being felt by my classmates. Some things I remember about my time at Tilton are the freshman year beach trip, winning the NEPSAP Class A championship and being named MVP, shout out to Coach Briston, having Hunter, Cody, Kylie, and Sydney making us feel like we're watching a Broadway show in The Wedding Singer, watching boys ice hockey win small school champs, getting to live in a dorm with some of my best friends because of COVID, seeing Miss Saunders become the first female head of school at Tilton, and of course, lastly, spending the senior trip with all of you. Our time at Tilton has felt short, but it will always stay a good memory. I'm not going to get too cheesy, but I love my time here with all of you, and I can't wait to see what we are doing 5 years from now. I hope most of us are able to meet here again for our reunion. I now have a quote from a wise man. His name is Michael Scott. And if you don't know him, please do not admit it. He says, "I'm not going to cry over it. I did that in the car on the way home." I agree with that quote, as I'll probably cry after leaving everyone, but let's not talk about that. Thank you to everyone here at Tilton for making my 4 years incredible. I'm going to miss all of it, but I can't wait to see what the future holds. It was an honor to speak here at our graduation, and congrats to all of us, the class of 2022.
Next, we will hear from Liam Scanlan from Colorado, who's a 2-year student, and he will share information about the senior gift. Liam is a wonderful friend, classmate, and teammate. Even more importantly, brother to Mason. In addition to his leadership in student government, Liam supports his community through his work with the Health and Wellness Program. Please welcome Liam to the stage.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here today. There's a lot of people here. I wish Sydney Baxter could be up here doing this for me. She's a little better looking. I think that'd be a little better. I'm Liam Scanlan. I'm the senior class vice president. This year I was part of the senior gift committee with my close friends and classmates Clem Lavoie, Leo Piendes, Riley Ganter, and Sydney Baxter. We set up multiple fundraisers, including a dance, a fun game of Assassins, which was won by Mr. Matt Beraldi. Congratulations to him. With the help of some donations, we fundraised $2,000 that will be put towards a senior lounge underneath the dining hall. This lounge will only be open to seniors and will be a place for them to spend time with their peers. We chose this to be our senior gift so that the future senior classes will have a place to bond with each other during their last year of high school. The lounge will be a place for students to build relationships and make memories before they graduate and all go different places. At Tilton, I have made many lifelong friends. Sure, the rotisserie chicken cooker is cool, but the friends I've made are the best part. Time with my friends flew by this year. I'm happy to be graduating, but know I'll miss them so much. As the year was approaching the end, we were thinking about how we were going to miss each other, and this sparked the idea for our senior gift. The lounge will serve as a place for us to build bonds that will last a lifetime. Thank you, and congrats to all the seniors.
Next, you will hear from the student-elected speaker, Scott Ruggles. Scott is completing his 21st year as an educator at Tilton. As a coach, a teacher, and a parent, Ruggles commands the presence at Tilton School. He is known for his passion of social sciences and his big heart. We know that there is a countdown to the Ruggles tears happening in the faculty, as he often gets a little choked up when he talks about two things that he loves most, his family and his students. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Ruggles as we celebrate.
I'm very excited that the font was retained so I can read this. So, good morning, families, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2022. What a pleasure it is to be here with you this morning. As many of you know, I've been at Tilton a long time. During that time, I've been blessed with many honors, but this is the first time I've addressed commencement. I can't explain how honored I am and overwhelmed I was when I received the news that the class of 2022 chose me to give this address. Thank you all. This is something I will remember forever, or at my age, at least until the end of the day. So why are we all here today? Duh. Because it's graduation, Captain Obvious. What does that actually mean? It means that you, the class of 2022, have grown and learned and gained enough wisdom to be taking the next step in life. But wait, I'm about to challenge all of you, graduating seniors, and everyone else in attendance. It's time to be 5 again. F-I-V-E. Everyone take a few seconds, close your eyes. Try to remember a great memory from when you were around the age of 5. What has happened since that time? Where did that free-spirited, free-loving, free-living little person go? Or maybe the more important question is, why did that person go? Maybe that person disappeared along the way because that 5-year-old became so worried about what other people think about them. Maybe it was because you had a bowl haircut that looked like Lego hair. or turtlenecks, okay, including one that had a white stripe across the chest and a deer print. Maybe because you were heavy set when you were younger and you got teased mercilessly through middle school. Teased so much that you ended up beating up the bullies that inflicted the daily mental torture on you. But you still harbored body image issues with you forever. Maybe it's because you listened to different music than the cool kids, dressed differently. I was that person in the first 2 examples. I'm sure many others can relate to these examples. Somewhere along the way, we allowed our 5-year-old selves to be overwhelmed by the opinions and worries about fitting in. Somewhere along the way, usually soon after 5, we started worrying what others thought of us. 9 years old, 10 years old, middle school, high school, and into adulthood. Many of us carry the burden of worrying about acceptance by others. Obviously, there are times that we need to acquiesce to the desires and parameters others set for us. Today's an example. This is a formal event, okay, and there are certain parameters for how we should dress and behave. Trust me, I would much rather have thrown on an old pair of shorts and a t-shirt this morning. Probably not shower. Maybe, as Callie Burns' Snapchat story will tell you, let the dogs breathe a little bit. But, you know, and then just put on this sweet Hogwarts robe. Okay? But here I am, dressed for the occasion. Okay? That's much different, though, than losing your sense of self. But overall, it's time to be 5 again. F-I-V-E. I know that you're now thinking, come on, Ruggles, explain why you keep saying that and spelling 5. F-I-V-E. Well, here we go. Here's how we should start to be 5 again, as young adults and adults. F, be fearless. When we were 5, we were ridiculously fearless. So how should we transfer that into our adult lives? First suggestion, say no. I know parents of young children out there love that word no, especially when it's followed by a toddler getting stiff as a board and not wanting to get in their car seat. But this is different. So many times we want to be accepted, and that causes us to say yes to things we should say no to. Folks, you need to say no in times when it is appropriate to keep your own sanity and protect yourself. If you are tired and don't want to go out, say no. If a situation feels wrong, say no. 5-year-olds, fearlessly say no. Be 5 again. The second part of being fearless, ask for help. 5-year-olds fearlessly ask for help. For full disclosure, I'm terrible at this in a grocery store. I'll walk around looking for sesame oil or some other ingredient for hours before I actually ask where it is. I'm getting better, though. Okay? However, think of 5-year-olds. They just ask for help without thinking about it. They don't feel like they're looking weak. They do it fearlessly. We should too. It took a great friend to challenge me to do this about 12 years ago. I was stubborn and thought I could do it all myself. I was wrong. It was incredibly liberating when I started asking for help. It alleviates pressure, helps you know that you are loved. So start asking for help. So many people in your life will help you. 5-year-olds fearlessly ask for help. Be 5 again. I, be inquisitive. When we were 5, we were absurdly inquisitive. Parents and babysitters know what I'm talking about. What is that? Why? Who is that? Why? Where's mommy or daddy? Why? Ugh, that why question was brutal. As young adults and grown adults, we need to be inquisitive. Ask questions. Get to know people. Read, watch, listen to people, and legitimate sources of information. Gain a better understanding of science, history, sports, music, electronics, anything that you find you have a passion for or find interesting. Never worry about if someone thinks it's cool. There's not a 5-year-old on the planet that was worried about asking, Mommy, why do dogs have a tail? Or why 3,000 times a day? 5-year-olds are incredibly inquisitive. Be 5 again. V, be valiant. Valiant means possessing or showing courage or determination. When we were 5, we were incredibly courageous and determined. I guarantee there are folks in the crowd who are valiant 5-year-olds, scaling a counter to get to the cookie jar, or valiant in learning to ride a bicycle. When 5-year-olds want to get things done, they will answer. They will pester you for items to build forts or help to build a snowman, and they don't stop until they've achieved what they set out to do. This is a great lesson for us. Folks, you will fail, and that's okay. Be valiant. Learn from the failure. And if you really want to do what you failed at, go for it again and again and again. But being valiant can also mean knowing when to say enough is enough. This will happen in life with relationships, jobs, projects, etc. It is okay to stop doing something when you know it's not right for you. Follow your gut. Why your gut? Because your heart loves too much, your brain thinks too much, but your gut provides the perfect balance between the two. Your gut instincts will allow you to be valiant. 5-year-olds follow their gut without even thinking. However, we condition that kind of thinking out of ourselves as we get older. We overthink. We get overly emotional or overly infatuated with things. Using your gut feelings more frequently will help you be valiant. 5-year-olds are consistently valiant. Be 5 again. E, be excited. I was so nervous when I came up here, but I'm excited now. 5-year-olds get excited about the smallest thing. For adults in this case, it is most important to be excited about yourself. These are incredibly powerful and fun devices, but they have also come to represent an inherent danger to our psyche. 5-year-olds can wear the goofiest outfits. Guess what? They don't worry about what others think. They get excited when they put on their own shoes, even when they're on the wrong feet. They get ice cream stains on their shirts or spaghetti stains on their pants. And you know what? They don't care. They don't need to change their clothes because they aren't worried about someone making fun of them. This leads to another lesson from excited 5-year-olds. They accept everyone. They love anyone they play with. They don't judge outfits, cleanliness, ethnicity, religious beliefs, favorite shows, or anything else. They just live in the moment and enjoy everyone around them. I feel as we get older, we become less accepting of others. If they don't fit in our mold of what we feel is socially acceptable. Like a 5-year-old, if a person is mean to you or harms you in any way, take your proverbial ball and walk away. But if they aren't doing harm to you, like a 5-year-old, accept them. For a 5-year-old, it isn't wrong to be different. Be excited about others, like a 5-year-old. But the most important part of being excited is loving yourself. I know this is not easy every day, but now it's time to be 5 again in this respect. Ice cream stained shirts, clothes that you like, music that may not be cool, doing activities that others think are weird. Own them, folks. Own who you are. Own what you like as long as it is not harmful to you or others. It took me a long time to finally get back to liking myself. About 9 years ago, I started coming back around to being fully happy with myself. The fat kid, the terrible turtlenecks, the worrying about what others thought of me kid started to slide away, and I was moving back toward being 5 again. Some days, it takes nothing to be happy with me. Other days, it takes a ton of work, but that work is worth it. The most important group of supporters you will have are not the followers you get on Snapchat, Instagram, or any other social media platform. It will be the small circle of trusted friends. That group of 5-year-olds who get so excited to see each other. Know this feeling as adults and surround yourself with a small group that will challenge you, be open with you, and love you. The most important like you will get has nothing to do with someone loving that sunset picture or the phony picture to make yourself, your relationship, your vacation, or anything else look cooler than it actually is. The most important like is the like you give yourself when you look in the mirror every morning. Own who you are. Love who you are. You will be loved for being your original self. Families, I ask you to embrace your child's excitement for who they are. All too often, I've seen families have an idea of what they want their child to be instead of embracing who they are. We need to stop this. We need to embrace them for who they are as long as that person is being a good person and doing what they are passionate about. Encourage them to be themselves, pursue their passions, and be excited for them. 5-year-olds are excited about so many things, including themselves. They have all the confidence in the world. All of us should be too, especially when it comes to ourselves. Be 5 again. This is it, class of 2022. This old man is finally going to stop talking. In a short amount of time, you will be leaving the hill. But understand, the hill will never leave you. And just like a 5-year-old running to their loving families and friends, there it is. We will always be here with open arms to welcome you back, hug you, and help you be fearless, inquisitive, valiant, and excited. But before you go, please do one thing. Be 5 again. Thank you.
Before we award the diplomas, I'm honored to announce a special faculty honor. As you know, the commitment to educating teenagers at a boarding school is a tremendous one. You have to possess a multitude of skills and other duties in areas of influence that have no bounds. In addition to the skills, you have to have an endurance, a fortitude, and a very healthy sense of humor. You have to have a seriousness of purpose, but not take yourself too serious. It is fortunate to have a tradition of both attracting outstanding educators and producing them. A member of the faculty and staff, Dean Gordon Jeffries, set the standard for the dual role of supporting the students and his colleagues. Dean Jeffries served Tilton School from 1952 to 1983. 31 years that indelibly shaped the life of our school and our people. In 1986, an award was created in his honor that was bestowed periodically throughout the years. The inconsistency of this award caught the attention of a member of our alumni body, Mr. Stephen Weiss, the class of 1959. In no uncertain terms, Mr. Weiss credits the Tilton School and especially Dean Jeffries for his growth as a young man. After graduation from Tilton, Mr. Weiss secured 3 degrees in psychology and spent more than 40 years contributing to his field. He recently retired as a tenured professor from the University of Cincinnati and became more involved with Tilton School. Mr. Weiss provides us with an invaluable insight and contribution to strengthen for what we know now as the student experience. In addition to his service to Tilton, Mr. Weiss has recently decided to support this award and become a new member of our Tilton Board of Trustees. The Jeffrey Weiss Faculty Award of Excellence in Teaching recognizes a Tilton faculty member who demonstrates a commitment to the education and well-being of Tilton School students and colleagues. The prize is awarded yearly in honor of Mr. Weiss, class of 1959, and honors a graduate from Tilton School. It is intended to memorialize Dean Jeffries, whose service to Tilton was incredible and personally significant for Dr. Weiss. His gift commends Tilton School for its outstanding academic preparation for his success in pursuing higher levels of education. Through the generosity of Mr. Weiss, this award includes a $5,000 prize, of which $2,500 is a cash award to the recipient and $2,500 is earmarked for professional development. I'm honored to announce this year's recipient of the Jeffrey Weiss Award to one of our colleagues that we often see first thing in the morning in the hallway of Plimpton and who has served Tilton School for 40 years. Please congratulate Mr. Michael Landrosh.
So you have to be careful about these awards that begin with memorialize. Yeah, Kate's right about early in the morning in Plimpton. I see my two daughters skulking behind a pole over there. Yeah, hi you guys. Very quickly, thank you very much for this award. Yeah, you guys, seniors, see what happens if you just stick with it for 40 years? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. You have taught me so much over the years and really shown me what it means to not only love a school and its people, but to really lead a very purposeful life for Tilton. Thank you. Okay, this is the moment we've been waiting for. I'd now like to ask Ms. McCandless and Mr. McElhaney to assist me with the awarding of diplomas. As we get ready, I want you to know that there is one tradition at Tilton School that is my absolute favorite. At Tilton's graduation, if you are a trustee or a faculty staff member, you are able to give your child their diploma. So thank you for being patient with us. As we read the names, we will pause the ceremony to create that opportunity for our faculty, staff, and trustees. We will now commence the awarding of diplomas. You guys ready?
Okay, all right. As we start, to all of you, please know what a privilege and a joy it has been to work with you during your time here at Tilton. Congratulations. Allison Andrews. Karen Marie Aslan. Lila F. Aslan. Anna Valinda Barch. Sydney S. Baxter. John Carlo Benavides. Matthew John Beraldi.
The old piece of cat.
Thomas Alfred Bergeron III. Torrin D.M. Bosworth. Cameron David Bradfield. Olivia Jewel Bradfield. Nicholas Christopher Brennan. Chase Maximilian Brewster is in absentia today. Caroline Shelby Burns. Mommy loves you. Jason Chen Jingshen is in absentia. Hunter S. Coleman. Morgan Curtin. And now I'd like to invite Julie Donahue to the stage. Marshall J. Donahue. Cole Edward Erickson. Molly A. Finn. Sydney Ann Fischel. Riley Mary Ganter. Sophie May George. Jacob Rocco Gibbons. Aiden Joseph Goss. Magenta. Renjag Wo is an abstentia. His advisor, Mike Landrosh, is accepting on his behalf. Matthew Hale.
There you go, Hazel.
Will Hao Xingqing is an absentia.
There you go, beauty.
Joyce Jang. Maria Alani Katsagianis. Connor Flynn Kelly.
Let's go, Kels. You work it.
Clément Labilois.
Okay.
Jarrett William Lamoureux. Elizabeth Triss Larson. Noah Leithman. Chang in absentia. Tony Liang Ziyu. Ray Leo Ziru is in absentia. Kyle Edward Lonegro.
Is that Crosby?
Go Rangers!
Rio Sid.
Colin Alexander McKinnon. Isabella Marie Marzano. Seth Edward McKenna. Ryan Patrick Melia. Jalen Elise Miles. Alyssa Marciano Moreland. Jack Morrison. Charles William Nuri. Jacob Hickory Oliver. Jackson Liam Paradise. Catherine Cam Parrish. Tobias Christian Gerald Patterson. Cody Jacob Perkins. Hunter Michael Perkins. I love you, Hunter. Leonidas Andrew Piane. Diana Bernadette Poland. up here again? Hyler Joseph Ruggles.
Let's go, Chief!
Yeah, Chief! Liam James Scanlan. Sean Michael Stackpole.
It's up to you.
Jordan Eileen Striggle.
That's right.
Good job, Jordan!
Dante Donadio Strong. Mr. Swires, will you please join us on the stage? Caden Nathaniel Swires. Case Taylor. Jack Jeffrey Twarog.
What up, T? Here you go, Jack. Ice tea.
Miss Elfline, will you join us? Sutton Anthony Ursulo. Fifi Maria Filomena Falla.
Sophie George.
Jet Wong. Martin Blakely Wilson. Class of 2022, please rise. Trustees, faculty, staff, and families, I now present to you the class of 2022 Tilton School graduates.
podium, we'll recess first, followed by our newest alumni. As is tradition at Tilton, our faculty will line up and congratulate the seniors individually. I ask that you respect this final moment and meet your graduate at the end of the line. Thank you.
So, hi, I'm Dave McElhenney. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to take a prerogative. First of all, I'm sorry for the graduate pictures. I always joke with my teammates and my wife that I'm ruining like 65 pictures, but I heard handsome, beautiful, gorgeous. I'll try not to think those comments were directed towards me. Seriously, on behalf of my teammates, the trustees, I just want to say a brief word about Kate Saunders and her team this year. I am in awe of, and we are in awe of Kate's performance this year and how she has brought this campus and this community back together. Kate, you are just spectacular. I love you. I think you are fantastic for this school. I consider you a tremendous friend, and I know, I think everybody in this room feels the same way about you, and you will never allow people to do what I'm doing now, but I'm sorry, but you deserve it. So please, can we acknowledge Kate Saunders?
I was going to say, please rise, but keep standing. That would be great. All right. On this day, a day full of the power of possibility, we give a loving and gentle push to these young men and women of the class of 2022. Their experience on this hill has endowed them with the capacity to listen, to question, to feel, to imagine, and to attend to their own voices as well as the voices of others. So on this monumentous occasion, and for as long as they will allow us, we encourage these graduates to embody their visions of what the world might become and to create all around them communities of respect, empathy, civility, justice, and joy. We will keep them in our hearts and minds, and may they be forever Tilton true.
I'm just posting up on the grass.